Hey guys, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. I am live today for our Painters Clubhouse showcase for the month of June. So it's the last day of June and I'm trying to fit it in right after I got back from my cruise. So in this live, we're going to be showing you what we've been painting throughout the month of June in the clubhouse. So if you've ever wondered about this membership and like, what do they make in there? I'm going to be showing you, and I'm going to show you some actual projects from some of our members and what they created. And then at the end, I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing in the month of July. So if you're a current Painters Clubhouse member, you're in for a treat because we're going to reveal what the projects are going to be next month. I also just dropped a link in the Facebook group for the July companion pack. And a companion pack is essentially just the wood blank bundle, the kit, if you will, for all the projects that we're going to do this month. And so I always provide that to our Painters Clubhouse members to make it easy. Hey, Lynn, hello. Y'all drop a comment. Let me know who's watching. For our cruise attendees, I hope you all made it home safely. We just got home less than 48 hours ago. And Charlie's going to pop in and say hello. Do you want to say hello? No. Well, you got to squeeze in here. I missed this girl. She's been at camp the last 2 weeks. Church camp and fish and wildlife camp.
No, it's Camp Curry.
Camp Curry, but it's Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Camp.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And her allergies are run amok, as you can tell by her eyes. I just gave her an allergy pill. So
I don't know what's happening.
Look
at my highlights.
Yes, I know. Aren't they pretty?
They look gray from far away.
No, they don't. She's sitting over in the corner of the craft room painting what are you painting?
And let me go tell.
A ceramic mug.
Was from 2024, and we did it for Christmas, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Hold it up. It's an owl mug, a ceramic mug she's working on.
Yeah.
And she picked it up and said, "You never did have this fired in the kiln." And I said, "You never did finish painting it." So I'm sure
I might need help because I don't want to get paint on that.
Yeah.
I need
just help. Paint slowly and carefully. I'm sure a lot of our ladies can really relate to having unfinished craft projects.
Yep.
All right. Well, she's going to get back to painting, and I told her she could pop in at the end of the live because she's going to show us what she's going to be teaching in the clubhouse next month. Quit shushing me. Every year when she's out of school for summer or Christmas break, we usually have her teach a project in the clubhouse, and so she's going to be teaching one in July. I see Elizabeth's here. Hello. Glad to see you got home safely.
Hello.
Nancy Beeson's here. Brenda Crawford. Teresa Clever. Lots of ladies from our cruise. Who are you saying hi to? Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth, that wave was just for you. Crystal's house sitting. She said, so I can get lots of painting done this week between you and Christy. I have plenty to do. I bet you do. Hello, Christina. Okay, let's dive right in. First up, here are the projects that we completed last month in the clubhouse, one of which is actually hanging on the wall behind me. It's our disco ball with the 3D USA and the stars.
Never mind.
No, you haven't done this one. And then we even did foil on the star and the parts of this. So let me get it a little closer so you can really see how the foil shows up. You can really see it right there, kind of like on that star. See how you can see the glittery sparkles in the foil. It's also in different parts of the design. Turned out super cute. It's always easier to take off the hook than it is to get back on the hook. And it's crooked. There we go. Lots of glitter, lots of 3D elements. It was such a fun project. Hey, Margarita. Hello, Crystal, Pam, and Vanessa. And then we also had a guest artist, Melissa Foster, come in and teach the Livin' the Sweet Life door hanger. Now, that design has an ice cream cone on it that I am actually going to be remixing the whole design this month also. And so that's going to be really fun. I'm going to be teaching it the way like I would paint it. We also had our Painters Clubhouse live cruise, which we just went on. If you missed out on photos or videos of that after the live is over, scroll down on my page a bit. There's 2 Facebook lives that I did while on the cruise. And then there's photos from like the highlights of it. And then there's several TikToks or reels or whatever that I put on there.
Granny showed me one of them.
Yeah. Crystal asked, when is the next Whatnot auction? July 13th. July 13th. We're going to be, I haven't created the like show for it and whatnot yet, but it'll be coming up soon. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Una. Hello, Brenda. Welcome. Hey, Jennifer. Let's see what our Clubhouse members have been creating. Kara Alvis and Laurie Hamilton both did the beach bag design with the stripes. Linda Helser did a design that says, I could be wrong, but it's pretty unlikely. And she added some cute little tools in there. And how perfect would that be as like a Father's Day gift or for a man in your life? Because they never think they're wrong, right? Deborah Webster did a beehive design that says home sweet home. And Tammy Polk did the cutest little chicken with some sassy glasses. I love it.
The chicken's my favorite.
The chicken's your favorite. It's my favorite too. Although I really do like that beach bag with the turquoise stripes. Super pretty. Let's see. Angie Nolan did the summertime heart from last year. We painted this one at PC Live in Kentucky last summer and then painted it in the Clubhouse right after. And so it's a really fun project and it's fun to see that one come back around. Good morning, Heather. Anna Swink also did the bumblebee design with Home Sweet Home on it. Beautiful job on that. Jennifer Dallas did her patriotic Lola. Kim Devine did a gnome design that's also in the Painters Clubhouse from last year. Heather Shackelford got really creative with some Mod Podge and napkinizing and did a really fun watermelon napkin design, which I thought was so cool. Lisa Cato did Jed the Patriot, which is Lola's boyfriend. Great job on that. Christina Scruggs painted on her Facebook Live page, or on her Facebook page live, this flower design with the Patriotic Center. Beautiful job on that. Sherry Hudgens Newton shared this fun design that says, "Hi, Amazon." Yes, this house again. I could put that on our door, but they're literally here every day. Laurel Dunlap painted the Hello Summer with the daisies on it from last year, but she changed them to sunflowers and did a beautiful white shiplap background, and it just made those flowers pop. So great job on that, Laurel. Charlie, shh. She's back there doing running commentary in the back. She can't even see what I'm looking at. Patty Slater said she did this design that says Gone Fishing with a bass on a hook. So great job on that. That's one of our designs that's in our shop. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Gail Nobles shared a God Bless America design with 3D lettering and 3D stars. And then Laura Peterson shared this design. I forgot what the name of this one is, but it has been in the Clubhouse from maybe 2 summers ago. And it's got like sunflowers and just regular flower shapes with a fun buffalo plaid in the background. Let me know if one of these is sparking inspiration for you. Looking at this, I really want to paint a patriotic flower, thanks to Christina. Okay, moving right along. Some wins. Laurel Dunlap shared that she had a project that was in progress, and she said, "It's a win because I am not giving up." She said, "I feel overwhelmed at times, but I am doing a little bit every day." And there's not an update photo here, but she did end up completing this project and sharing the final process with us. So that is definitely a win. Congrats, Laurel. Linda Helser finished the floral star and a few other door hangers from the farmer's market. She said the first market is Saturday, June 7th. So she was on the cruise with us this past month, and she has been selling at her local farmer's market. Crystal said, yes, anything patriotic. I feel you, Crystal. I love patriotic stuff. Nancy Beeson said, I have 20 signed up for my paint party next week. I'm pretty sure she already had that paint party, and it was a smashing success. She was on the cruise with us this past week also. Katie Salchaw, not sure if I'm saying her last name right, said, I sold my first 2 door hangers this week. Congratulations, Katie. That is so exciting. Yes, I believe so. Okay. Charlie's trying to make sure she matched the right color purple. Marie Mosley went live for the first time in forever and painted many canvases using different color palettes. She said, I let my followers help pick which canvas got which colors. She's also been posting like a daily reel of the day on her page. Her page is called The Crafty Palette. If you're not following her, go check her out. She does like a daily doodle every day on there, and it's like a sped up version of her doodling in like a little art journal. It's so fun and addicting to watch. And again, there's Christina Scruggs' Patriotic Sunflower, and she shared that she went live on her business page. Crystal, Christina, you'll have to share the name of your business page again. I've already forgotten what it was, so that we can tell everybody to go follow and join you on your next live. Angie Nolan said, I'm learning to laser engrave tumblers with my laser. Awesome. I see you've done one that says Travis. That's my son's name. And is that Georgia Bulldogs? Looks like it. My husband's learning to laser engrave on tumblers, and I think there's a bit of trial and error involved. Brenda said, I sold 3 to friends on Facebook. I just started painting. Y'all, this is what I've been telling y'all. You don't have to be an experienced painter. You don't even have to be the best painter to start selling your projects or to even start teaching paint parties. So I am so proud of you, Brenda, for stepping out and just going for it. I know you've already sold 3, and that's just the beginning. So congrats.
Good job.
Charlie says, good job. Chris Whitaker said, I finally got out my kit and painted my first door hanger. Y'all, that design is from last year? Fall 2024? Was it? No, fall 2023. So you've been holding on to that kit for quite a while, Chris. But I'm excited to see that you finally painted it and joined the Painters Clubhouse. Welcome, new PC sister. Oh, Christina said, my business page is creativekids.art. You're welcome.
I love creative kids.
Of course you do, because you're one creative kid.
Aww.
Brenda says, thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Some other things to celebrate in the clubhouse this month. Our rock star of the month was Heather Shackelford. Congrats, Heather. Actually, she was our rock star for May. At the time that we made these slides up, we didn't have our June rock star yet either. So we'll be sharing her the next month. We also do Zoom paint parties, which Heather has been hosting a lot of Zoom paint parties in our clubhouse. And really, anybody in the clubhouse can host their own Zoom party. We do schedule at least one a month that's hosted by a member of our team. But Heather here has been using these Zoom parties as a way to like motivate her to finish projects and to work on custom orders that she's had from her customers. And so having somebody to talk to and kind of a community to hang out with while you do stuff like that is really valuable. So thank you, Heather, for showing up and showing out in the Painters Clubhouse. We also do a weekly powwow, which is kind of like what we're doing here, where we share highlights from the past week instead of the past month. We have a monthly technique spotlight, and our spotlight coming up in the month of July is all about stenciling. Now, our spotlight for June was all about foils. So if you're intimidated by using foils, and you saw that I used foils on this disco door hanger that's behind me, you can go and watch that technique spotlight. And I showed a little bit more like step-by-step how to use the foils and the foil adhesive. And I share some example photos of like projects that have had foil on them that we've done in the clubhouse before. Our spotlight for July is going to be all about stenciling. So if you've struggled using stencils, you get that bleed under and you just like, I don't know, I'm about to give up on stencils. Don't give up on them just yet. Watch our technique spotlight. The technique spotlights are always like recorded ahead of time. That way you know, it's just more condensed, because sometimes if you need to learn something specific, you can't watch like a whole, I mean, you could watch a whole Facebook Live to learn it, but watching a quick little pre-recorded video sometimes gives you a quick win and helps you get started fast. So go watch that. And then of course we do Happy Mail giveaways every month.
I love Happy Mail.
Yeah, I love Happy Mail too. Christina said, my website is creativekids.art. Facebook page is Creative Kids Art LLC. That's okay. Totally. I'm sure Facebook would have found it anyway. Heather said, I absolutely love it. And all of our PC sisters, I'll be doing one again very soon. I have no doubt. Okay, without further ado, here's what we're going to be doing in the month of July. If you saw some of the pictures and video behind the scenes of our Painters Clubhouse cruise last week, you probably saw this Hello Palm Trees design. It was a hit on the cruise, and so we're going to be teaching it this month in the clubhouse to all of our members. And so I'm probably going to remix it and teach it like with a little bit of a different color scheme or a different background. And so you can paint it just like this with the colors that we used on the cruise, or you can follow along with me and learn how to do it just a little differently. And then our guest artist this month is Chelsea Edmonds. She's going to be coming in and teaching this. This one's called, I think, the Pumpkin Patch Pal. It's got a pumpkin, a sunflower, and a cute little scarecrow head on it. And so I'm excited to have her. Chelsea's Facebook page, or not Facebook page, I found her on TikTok. It is painted. Let me make sure I get this right. Is this her? Yes. Painted Beauty 22. So if you're not following her, go check her out. Painted Beauty 22. She may also be on Facebook. But she paints live on TikTok like all the time. And she said she learned to do some of her painting by watching me years ago. So it's kind of funny how it comes full circle. And I'm like, hey, would you like to come be a guest artist? And she was like, I'd be honored to. So I'm excited to have her. Wanda said, I just learned how to make and do stencils. Oh, that's exciting. I used to make stencils all the time on my Cricut machine. And now we've learned that we can make them on our laser machine. So that's awesome. Brenda says, how do we get the pre-cut designs? Brenda, if you'll go into the Painters Clubhouse Facebook group, I just dropped a video with a link to the companion pack in the comments. And I shared what all's in the companion pack, and I showed all the wood blanks and all of that. So go check that out. Charlie, would you like to come show what you're going to be painting in the Clubhouse this month? It is.
Oh.
So she's going to be teaching in the Clubhouse this month. Show them what you're going to make. I was going to look and see what day it was that you're teaching it.
I said it looks like
it's the 17th, July 17th at 2 p.m. Charlie's going to teach how to paint a Dairy Queen ice cream cone.
That's why I was doing this.
Do you think you'll put sprinkles on it?
Duh,
of course.
Duh.
So it will be super fun. This one could be, could be like a little shelf sitter. You could use it as an attachment on something, although this companion pack size is 10.5 inches. And I did that on purpose in case you want to use it as a 3D element on your Living the Sweet Life door hanger. Because it is the exact size. I know. It is the exact size of the one on that project. This almost is the size of an extra large ice cream cone at Dairy, or a large ice cream cone at Dairy Queen. The cone's a little bigger and wider. But like at Dairy Queen, when I worked there, if you got a small, we'd give you 2 small humps. If you got a medium, we'd give you like 2.5 humps. And then if you got a large, we'd give you 3 big humps and put the swirl at the top. You're like, whatever.
I'm confused.
Well, if you worked at the Dairy Queen, you'd know what I was talking about. Christina says, I love those. So ready to paint fall stuff. I know summer, it just got going. Fall's my favorite. I know some people probably feel like it's too soon for fall, but really it's not, y'all. We start teaching. Well, I love summer. I don't want fall to come quicker, but we start teaching fall designs in July in the Clubhouse because it gives you guys time to paint a couple of samples and prepare for your craft shows. And those craft shows sometimes start in like September. And so you need time to be able to prepare and be cutting and painting all of those. And so we try to give you a little bit of a jump start on all of that. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me today. Elizabeth says, way to go, Charlie.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. If you're a Painters Clubhouse member, after this live is over, hop over into the Clubhouse Facebook group and pull up the reel that I just did. I actually tagged everyone in that reel. So you should see it in your notifications if you have those kind of notifications turned on. But it's a video where I'm kind of standing there and showing what all's in that companion pack. And in the comments underneath is the companion pack link. Now, the templates and all of that will be available on the first Monday of the month. So those should be coming before too long, probably after the 4th of July holiday. Brenda says you need to do that so you can sell them before it gets here. Yeah, exactly. Connie says, just walk into Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Christmas and fall's in full swing. I know Christmas got put out, it seems like earlier than usual at Hobby Lobby this year. So it's kind of wild. It really throws my brain into like a tailspin because I never can seem to like actively remember what month it is currently and what we're currently celebrating. Because in my mind, 4th of July has already happened. I painted 4th of July stuff the last 2 or 3 months. And so it feels like fall already in my brain. And I'm usually confused. So, but that's the life of a crafter. We're always planning for the upcoming holidays. And so we have to like make ourselves live in the moment and actually like celebrate the current holiday so that we know what time of year it is. And we were all laughing on the cruise ship too, because every time you stepped on an elevator, there's like a little kick plate at the bottom of the elevator floor that tells what day of the week it is. And when people got on there, they're like, do you really need to know that today is Monday when you step on the cruise ship? And while that might not seem like a big thing on day 1, by day 5 of the cruise, you've forgotten what day it is, what month it is. You're on permanent vacation mode. And so having that foot plate every day to tell you what day of the week it was really helped. They had that on our cruise too. Yeah.
Was a piano man. and he would be on one of the elevators, and while you were sitting there, he would play this sweet tune.
He was there on this cruise too, and he put his piano in the elevator. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, you guys, thank you all for joining me for the Painters Clubhouse Showcase today. I'll be live again tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm going to be showing all the projects that we did on the PC Live cruise. And I'm going to be talking about SA Live, because if you have not gotten your ticket to SA Live yet, the deadline is July 11th. We're going to start selling virtual tickets that next day, July 12th. And what was I going to say? We're going to be talking about all of that because the deadline's coming up, and I want to show you what we did in the cruise and all the things. So we'll do that tomorrow at noon. All right. If you want to be alerted next time I go live, comment alert. If you want more information about our amazing community, the Painters Clubhouse, comment PC info. And if you want to join us in Destin, Florida, October 3rd and 4th for SA Live, just comment SA Live, and I'll send you some information about all the things. All right, y'all. Have a great day. See you later.